Live, local, late breaking. This is Newswatch 12 this morning.
Good morning. The time is 6 o'clock on November 5th. Welcome to Newswatch 12 this morning. I'm Carlos Murrieta. We're taking a live look out at Ashland from the Oregon Shakespeare Festival. But before we turn over to Storm Tracker 12 meteorologist Sarah Kress, we are tracking power outages across the region, with some of the outages happening due to wind, according to Pacific Power. As of right now, around 3,000 residents are without power, with reports of trees falling. Pacific Power says they're keeping a close eye on those conditions while urging customers to update their contact information, sign up for alerts, and keep devices charged in case of an emergency. But let's go ahead and turn over to Storm Tracker 12 meteorologist Sarah Kress for not only a look for our morning, but also the winds. But Sarah, I know we've been talking about it all morning, but we've been hearing the winds from inside the studio as well, which is crazy. Yeah, it's been quite a windy morning, and overnight, a lot of people have been telling me that it's hard for them to sleep with these wind gusts. But take a look at some of these peak gusts we saw overnight. Acorn Woman Peak, 88 miles per hour, and at the airport in Klamath Falls, 75 miles per hour. But even on the lower end, Medford at 46, that is very strong. And a lot of us heard that throughout your night tonight. Still going on as of this morning. You can look at those sustained gusts, just tracking out at 29 miles per hour into Klamath Falls, Montague at 43, Medford at 28. So it is going to be a very windy start to your morning. We still do have multiple high wind warnings in place. Many of them are going to be discontinued at 7 a.m. But the strongest of those wind gusts still have time, as we're areas over east side, especially into Lake and eastern Klamath County till 4 p.m. today. But even though we are going to see those be discontinued, it still is going to be a rather windy day for us, just not quite as strong as what we saw overnight last night. But for today, we'll see more rain and mountain snow, and those snow levels drop by tomorrow morning to 6,000 feet. So we're not tracking out any winter impacts, but also we have the possibility today for some thunderstorms west side, and even some of them could be on the strong to severe side. So we could see that as we're into your afternoon and evening hours. And also I have to bring some bad news to you as well. Take a look at that sunset time. We are no longer going to be seeing the sun after 5 p.m. for the rest of our year. It is a little bit sad. Sorry to bring that to you this morning, but some of us do love the rain. So I'll bring your attention to back there. It is a very wet morning for us into those areas. We are seeing some heavier downpours. And if we do see some of those thunderstorms today, we have the possibility for hail in those. And because we are under that marginal risk, I have a small chance to also maybe see a tornado as well. But today, those highs, they'll be feeling pretty normal for this time of year, very fall-like. Rain across the region throughout your day today. Current temperatures this morning are starting off again on the comfortable side, but I'll have a closer look at where we'll be sitting later today, time out this rain, and then take a closer look at that next system coming in tomorrow in your next forecast. And starting this morning with the results from the special election, right now unofficial results from measure 15238 show the measure passing with 51.73% of the vote saying yes. A group of city councilors and supporters of the measure gathered at the Chamber of Medford and Jackson County to share a moment when the unofficial voting results for the measure came in. Newswatch 12's Daryl Green has a reaction from the Medford City Council.
I'm just feeling really good about it.
Relieved and terrified.
Multiple city councilors and supporters of the Creekside Quarter project celebrating in excitement as they got their first look at the unofficial voting results of Measure 15238.
At this time, it's unlikely that those new ballots coming in are going to change it. I would say at this point in time, barring some exceptional circumstance that I'm not aware of, 15238 is going to pass.
Card highlighted that while official voting results could take multiple weeks, that the city now has enough information to start making progress on Phase 1 of the Creekside Quarter project through Measure 15238. President and CEO of the Chamber of Medford and Jackson County, Eli Matthews, additionally highlighted how the early results could impact the city economically.
A big part of economic development is bringing outside dollars into the community, right? So when people come from all across America and they stay in our community, they spend dollars in our community. Money produces money, and success produces success. So this is just that next step.
When the unofficial results for Measure 15238 were unveiled last night at 8 p.m., Approximately 54% of the voters voted 54% yes, but however, those numbers since have changed and the vote currently stands at just over 51% of people voting yes. And moving on over to California, voters have passed Prop 50, the ballot measure to approve redrawn congressional maps for the 2026, 28, and 2030 election. The new maps, pushed by Governor Gavin Newsom, will also make 5 U.S. House seats more favorable to Democrats. Newsom launched the effort to redraw the districts after the Texas legislature redrew its maps to favor Republicans at the request of President Trump. In Northern California, almost 60% of the voters in Siskiyou County voted no to Prop 50. The Board of Supervisors in Siskiyou County also voted unanimously to oppose Prop 50. Siskiyou County will now is expected to move from District 1 to District 2, which stretches south along the coast to Marin County.
So tonight, I'm proud, but I'm very mindful and sober of the moment we are living in. Donald Trump does not believe in fair and free elections, period and full stop.
Those who oppose Prop 50 say this measure is taking power away from the people as representation in communities is being taken away. The new map will remain in place until 2030. And turning back to other items in the 2025 special election, early results show that Measure 15239 in Rogue River could pass. Now, the measure would adopt a new 5-year local option tax levy to begin in the upcoming fiscal year. Funds from the levy will allow Rogue River Rural Fire Protection District to maintain current services and necessary equipment, and as of right now, 54% of votes are in favor of that measure. And over in Klamath County, voters appear to be supporting the Rocky Point Fire and EMS levy with yes votes at approximately 69% and no at nearly 31%. Now, the measure will create a 5-year property tax of 82 cents per $1,000 of assessed value, all to fund the Rocky Point Fire and EMS district starting in fiscal year of 2026 and 27. If finalized, the levy would provide about $105,000 in funding, helping the district sustain current operations and avoid service reductions. And back in Siskiyou County, a pair of local measures are also trending toward approval. In Dunsmuir, Measure D, which would raise the city's sales tax by 1% to 8.25%, that's currently passing with 50.39% of votes saying yes and 49.61% saying no. The measure is designed to help fund local priorities like public safety, wildfire prevention, infrastructure, and city services. If approved, it's expected to generate about $270,000 in additional annual revenue for the city's general fund. And in Granada, Measure C, which would allow the Granada Fire Protection District to maintain its current spending cap of $50,000 for the next 4 years, is winning by a wide margin. Now, nearly 91% of votes say yes to this measure, as about 9% say no. The district says the measure doesn't raise taxes, it allows them to continue using existing funds for equipment, services, and operations. And the Postal Service is announcing that operation at the Klamath River Post Office will resume beginning this Monday. Now, this comes 3 years after services were relocated due to damages from the devastating McKinney fire back in 2022. The Klamath River Post Office will provide full retail and P.O. Box services. P.O. Box holders can pick up their new keys at the Wairika Post Office with photo ID through Thursday. And Access is initiating a national search for a new executive director as the current executive director prepares to retire. Carrie Borgen will step down on January 2nd, ending 5 years of leadership at Access. 2 interim co-executive directors will take her place and lead Access as they begin searching for a new executive director. Access says the search process will be designed to be thoughtful and align with Access's values. And looking ahead, the Medford Fire Department is partnering with Medford Parks and Rec to host free wood debris chipper days. Now on Wednesday and Thursday of November 19th and 20th, Medford Fire will be at these 2 locations that are displayed on your screens right now to help you clear any wood debris and reduce fire hazards around your home. Some things to keep in mind: clean wood debris is only allowed with no grass trimmings, weeds, or trash, and this event is intended for Medford residents only. And the city of Grants Pass has announced that they're extending their fall tree canopy program to December 1st. For $50, city staff will plant a tree in your planting strip or the public right of way, and trees are limited and available pending application approval, and it is first come first served basis. And for more details on the program, you can head on over to the City of Grants Pass Facebook page. And new this morning, Grants Pass High School has been recognized by U.S. News and World Report as one of the best schools in America. Grants Pass High School is ranked #1 in Josephine County, #2 in Southern Oregon, and ranked 30th in all of Oregon. The school also has a 93.9% graduation rate as they continue to prepare students for college and life success. And congratulations once again to Grants Pass High School and all the parents, teachers, and students. A huge achievement. Thank you to everyone, of course, that made this possible.